I am happy to share with you.
Let me do that again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Wherever you are in the world, welcome to the launch of the ADB Partnership Report 2024. I'm Jules, and I'm very thrilled to be one of the hosts for today.
And I am Mitch. We're excited to share with you the incredible work that ADB and its partners have been doing across Asia and the Pacific. Today, we'll be launching a report showcasing stories of impact, innovation, and collaboration.
The theme for this year's report is Complex Challenges, Collaborative Solutions. Across Asia and the Pacific, we face interwoven challenges such as poverty, conflict, inequality, and climate-related disasters.
ADB and its financing partners are helping countries sustainably solve these challenges. Through bold actions, innovative solutions, and stronger partnerships, we are driving progress, protecting the most vulnerable, and sustaining ecosystems relied on by millions.
So at this point, to officially welcome you all in the Partnership Report launch, let's watch this video message by the Director General of the Strategy, Policy, and Partnerships Department of ADB, Xining Jia.
I am happy to share with you a new partnership report from the Asian Development Bank. Asia and the Pacific has done a tremendous job in lifting millions out of poverty and driving economic growth. However, challenges remain. People facing inequality and limited education opportunities. The region experiencing a changing climate with extreme weather and natural hazard, potential health crisis, and rapid urbanization straining public services, housing, and transportation. The Asian Development Bank, with poverty reduction as its mission and vision, are working together with its partners to provide lending and technical assistance to support its developing member countries. In 2024, ADB has put up $39.2 billion to support its developing members, including $14.9 billion from its partners. For every 5 projects, 2 were funded jointly by ADB and its partners. Behind every dollar that we spend, we are improving people's lives for the better. In India's Meghalaya state, we supported an early childhood education and health program for children aged 1 to 5. In Cambodia, we provided vocational training to support graduates finding jobs in industrial engineering and IT. We are helping Bhutan and Nepal manage the glacier melt risk and protect the livelihood of 240 million people living downstream. In Georgia, we are modernizing irrigation and introducing water-smart farming technologies to benefit more than 7,300 hectares of farmland. With our bold actions, innovative solutions, and stronger partnerships, we are committed to driving progress, protecting the most vulnerable, and sustaining the ecosystem for millions. Together, we are building a stronger, more resilient future for Asia and the Pacific. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DG Xining Jia, for that message.
Now, for the first time, aside from the launch of our partnership report, we have also opened the Partner Hall in Milan, in line with the annual meeting of the Asian Development Bank.
So let's have a run-through of our partnership hall, how it looks like, and what's in store for our visitors in our Partner Hall in Milan. Let's watch this.
So to our dear friends attending the ADB annual meeting in Milan, we invite all of you to visit our partner hall to understand further how we work with our partners.
So at this point, let's dive deeper on why the Partnership Report 2024 is important and why attendees of the ADB annual meeting should visit our partner hall in Milan.
So all the way from Milan for the ADB annual meeting, let's watch this video message from the director of the ADB Strategic Partnerships Division, Klaus Astrup.
I think ADB is a natural partner of choice. ADB is the largest regional development bank in Asia and the Pacific. We have regional offices in more than 40 countries, very strong presence on the ground. We are decentralizing even further. We have very significant operations in all our developing member countries. And we have just last year made an announcement to further increase our support by $100 billion over the next 10 years in support of a new strategy that our board adopted, which focuses on private sector development, climate action, regional integration, digital revolution, and also addressing vulnerabilities. We also have new and extra financial firepower. We have expanded our lending capacity by $100 billion over the next 10 years. For all these reasons, I believe ADB is the natural partner of choice. So the role of the partnership report is to celebrate success. It is to show all the amazing things we can achieve when we work together. The partnership report is built around the stories of what we do together on the ground. Use the QR code and read the report. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Klaus, all the way from Milan for the ADB annual meeting.
And as Klaus mentioned, aside from the link below, you can also scan this QR code to access our Partnership Report 2024. So go ahead and scan this QR code so you can access our Partnership Report.
Okay, so aside from Klaus, we also have other colleagues in Milan at the moment who will share with us the value of partnerships in ADB.
So let's get to know the impact of these partnerships, how we work with our partners, and more about our partner hall in Milan. We have Ilaria Caetani, Senior Partnership Specialist. Let's watch this.
So as resources become more scarce, then our partners have been pushing us to do better and to be more effective in the way we use these scarce resources. So I would say that one of the most important changes in the past few years when it comes to financing partnerships is the fact that our partners are really engaged with us to make sure that we deliver on our projects, on our promises, and really we add value to what we do. And also we use their resources more effectively and more efficiently. One of the things, the examples that I can give is, for example, in the Pacific, our partners are really engaged with us to ensure that we focus on quality rather than, for example, quantity or pricing, and also that we engage more in a more differentiated way for countries that are more vulnerable, like again in the Pacific, in the SIDS. So to me, one of the most important things is that really as the resources dwindle down, we are pushed to do better. Our partners are really pushing us to deliver in a more coordinated, but also in a more efficient ways. Well, the first thing I would say is that, as our countries develop, or as our countries grow, so do their needs, and this means that we need to be able to work with partners. It's not just about us. We can no longer work in our little gardens and everybody does their own little things. Problems become more complex, and so they require greater integration. So it's not just about pooling resources, but also knowledge. And I would say that we do need to do better in this. It's not just about looking for grants or looking for additional funding, but really catalyzing the knowledge that our partners and the expertise that our partners have, wherever they may be, and whatever partners, whether it's our institutional partners or private sector. So it's a work in progress. I think we can do better, but definitely we have seen greater integration on the way we work with the rest of the arena. Well, thank you for asking. This was our brainchild, and I think one of the things that we really wanted to do, it doesn't happen very often that we are here in Europe. And I think the last time was in Frankfurt almost 10 years ago. And, Europe has a concentration of partners. Again, some are bilateral, some are multilateral, some are, not institutional partners. But overall, we are surrounded by partners. And we wanted to take this occasion, this rare occasion, to do our best to celebrate the fact that we would not be able to do what we do without the support and sometimes the push and sometimes the criticism, but particularly the support of our partners. So we use this occasion and we use this space to really make it about our relationship with the people who work with us. And so you will work through, and you will see if you had the chance, you will see that really we started with the European partners because we are indeed in Europe, and then we expanded also to the rest of the partners, and both bilaterals and multilaterals. So it is important for us. We really think that ADB has in our DNA, we have not only the need, but the propension to partnerships. And we wanted to make sure that we had this showcase as much as possible in Milan.
Thank you very much, Ilaria. For this launch, we are featuring several projects initiated by ADB and our partners. Now we first travel to Georgia, where healthier farms are paving the way for a healthier future.
This project highlights the importance of agricultural innovation and sustainability. Here's a video showcasing the impact of this initiative on local communities.
Nestled in the Caucasus, Georgia has a deep-rooted agricultural heritage. Yet today, its farmers face mounting challenges. The culprits? An outdated irrigation system, water scarcity, and the impact of climate change. Georgia's agriculture output has declined over the past decade. Nearly 40% of the population struggle with food insecurity. Reliance on imports is growing. And the once robust irrigation systems are now in disrepair, putting food production at risk. A transformation is needed, starting with modern irrigation infrastructure. With support from the Asian Development Bank and the French Development Agency, Georgia is embarking on agricultural reform via the Climate Smart Irrigation Sector Development Program. The project will modernize key irrigation networks, like the Quemo-Sam-Gori left main canal, introduce drip irrigation and smart water management, and equip farmers with digital tools for better decision-making. But this isn't just about infrastructure. By empowering farmers, especially women, who play a vital role in agriculture, the program will improve livelihoods, reduce workloads, and promote climate-resilient farming practices. New policies and laws will create an enabling environment for sustainable farming, ensuring that Georgia's farms can withstand climate impacts and future challenges. Georgia is all set to claim its food security. ADB and the French Development Agency, helping Georgia secure its agricultural future.
Now our next story takes us to Thailand, where ADB is scaling up solar power and storage. This project is a shining example of how renewable energy can transform communities and drive sustainable development.
Right, so let's watch the video to see how this initiative is making a difference.
Thailand is racing toward a cleaner future. With bold goals to slash emissions by 20% by 2030, achieve carbon neutrality by 2050, and reach net zero emissions by 2065. But today, fossil fuels still power 72% of its electricity. So how can Thailand jumpstart its renewable energy revolution? Thailand's Power Development Plan targets 18 gigawatts of new renewable capacity by 2037, including 10 gigawatts of solar. But there's a catch. solar and wind power, are intermittent. Without enough energy storage, scaling up renewables is a challenge. To incentivize the transition, Thailand launched a feed-in tariff scheme in 2022, where the government will buy up to 5 gigawatts of clean energy from solar, wind, and biogas projects. ADB mobilized a financing package for the Gulf Renewable Energy Company Limited, or GRE, a subsidiary of ADB's longtime client, the Gulf Development Public Company Limited. Under this package, GRE will construct 12 renewable energy projects, 8 solar power projects, and 4 solar and battery storage projects. These projects will reduce greenhouse gas emissions by over 600,000 tons of carbon dioxide equivalent annually, equal to taking 130,000 gas-guzzling cars off the road, or powering 75,000 homes with clean energy instead of coal. By January 2025, 5 solar projects were live, powering Thai communities. The remaining 7 are expected to go live within the year. This partnership proves that collaboration can turn ambition into action. ADB and the private sector, powering Thailand's renewable revolution.
And our final story flies us to India, where ADB is securing the future of Meghalaya's children. This project focuses on education and child welfare, ensuring that the next generation has the tools they need to succeed.
Let's watch the video to learn more about this inspiring initiative.
Every child deserves a healthy start in life, but for many in Meghalaya, this is a challenge. In Meghalaya, India, rural poverty weighs heavily on mothers and children. Mothers lack essential care before, during, and after childbirth. Postpartum depression is common and maternal mortality rate is high. The children suffer from malnutrition, stunting, and anemia. Their lives are touched by hardship from the very start. Government-run Anganwadi centers provide early childhood care, nutrition, education, and healthcare services to children and mothers. They also provide training and counseling for parents and communities. But in Meghalaya's mountainous landscape, many villages remain hard to reach. Meghalaya has almost 6,000 Anganwadi centers, but at least 1,000 more are needed for hard-to-reach villages. In 2023, ADB and Japan supported the government of Meghalaya to launch a program transforming early childhood development and maternal mental health in Meghalaya. Focusing on the first 1,000 days of life, so critical for the growth and development of the children, the program nurtures growth from infancy to age 6. For infants, home-based care is being strengthened. For children aged 1.5 to 6 years old, Anganwadi centers will offer better learning, nutrition, and parenting support. For mothers, the program will provide new maternal mental health services that involve perinatal visits by experts. Climate-resilient daycare centers and nutrition gardens will be supported. As the program unfolds, Meghalaya can look forward to providing supplementary nutrition to pregnant women, lactating mothers, and children from 6 months to 6 years. Training more educators in gender equality and social inclusion. Expanding maternal mental health visits and services. Supporting double the number of children, especially girls. Fostering communities of positive parenting and play-based learning. ADB and Japan, in collaboration with Government of Meghalaya, bringing brighter beginnings for Meghalaya's children.
All right, so we invite everyone to read and share our partnership report. You can see the link once again below. The Partnership Report 2024, Complex Challenges, Collaborative Solutions, is a microsite showcasing the power of financing partnerships in action. It highlights how bilateral, multilateral, private sector, and other partners are helping to deliver tangible development impacts across the region.
Through bold actions, innovative solutions, and stronger partnerships, we are committed to driving progress, protecting the most vulnerable, and sustaining the ecosystems for millions. Together, we are building a stronger and more resilient future for Asia and the Pacific.
So thank you very much for joining us today. We hope you found these stories as inspiring as we did. Let's continue to work together to create a better future for all. Once again, I'm Jules.
And I am Mitch. Have a great day, everyone.